Hello everyone, my name is Magda. Welcome to my channel. The past 3 weekends I've recorded with commentary uh, games with the three spirits that were in the latest release. Well, technically one was a new spirit, Dances Up Earthquakes, and the other two were aspects. It was Ocean Deeps and Serpent Locust. So I did games with commentary on all those three. But there's one more thing I still need to do because they also released the new adversary or the latest adversary, Habsburg Mining. So I still haven't recorded a game with that. So I'm going to do that today. I'm going to choose a relatively simple game, base level with shadows, flicker like flame, dark fire. There's no specific reason why I picked this other than it just came up on my randomizer, so that's what I'm going to play. I've been playing games without commentary with Habsburg difficulty 6. There was a game I was recently struggling a lot with. Keeper spreading hostility with Habsburg Mining 6. After a couple of weeks, I finally managed to beat it, but you will see that game in a couple of weeks. I think it's scheduled for release somewhere either end of July or early August. I'm not sure, but it is on the schedule to be released. But today we're going to start simple, base level. So let's go ahead and set it up. And we need Habsburg Mining. And it was board D, and it's shadows. Where do we find shadows? We have it on shadows for boarding, but we need shadows dark fire. There's so many aspects with shadows. And then here you can see it's already set on 6 because I was really struggling with that game with Keeper. But we are going to do base level. So hopefully it won't be too bad. So we have to be careful of the additional loss condition. It says at the end of the fast phase, the invaders win if any land has at least 8 total invaders, blight combined. I must admit that when we're playing this game in real life, we often forget this rule, and it's happened a couple of times that we're playing and we're like, wait, hold on, this land has more than 8, and then we realize we had lost some time ago. But with Steam, the nice thing is they will let us know, right? And the other thing that is here is escalation. So after advancing, invader cards on each board explore in 2 lands whose terrain don't match Ravage or Build. Sorry. So hopefully this won't be too good. It's a difficulty level 1 game. Dark Fire, I think it's the one that I don't know off the top of my head. Or Dark Fire is the one that you get the additional element with the moon, so it's much easier to hit his innate power. So in Habsburg Zero, you don't have the mining lands, and the mining lands are, this concept is basically if you have 3 or more invaders, instead of building, they ravage, and any disease can stop that ravage. I've been, when I play this Habsburg Mining on Steam, I learned a few rules which we were misinterpreting before. For instance, we thought that if it's a normal ravage and there was a disease, that it would still ravage normally, that you couldn't stop it with disease, but meanwhile, according to Steam, you can. So I kind of like also playing these games, especially with the new spirits or new adversaries, because you realize that sometimes you misinterpreted the rules, or something is wrong. But anyway, but for now, this is a simple game. We're not really doing anything with mining lands. But we are starting off with sands. So, so good news and bad news. The good news is, if they start with sands, then we can already gather all our Dahan Inland 7, which means we can then play Concealing Shadows and clear up this land. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Uh, so I don't play anything different. So I always play the third option, third growth option. I pick from here. What should we do? Should we put it here? Or should we? Okay, I'm going to do that. And we're going to, okay, right now I don't have any additional time. Maybe I can play, well, I'm definitely playing Favors Cold Dew because then I want to gather the Dahan here. And maybe here I can already start replacing Crops Wither and Fade. So let's see how that goes. And with this we can gather an Explorer. I would have liked to gather it in the center, but you can't always have what you want. Okay. Wetlands. Okay. All right. So I can reduce this city into a town. And we're going to gather this Dahan here. Wait, let's just gather as many as possible. And we get fear because now Dahan is more than yeah. Okay, now so I have to put my presence in land 7. Unfortunately, I don't have extra what do you call it, extra range. So I don't know what's going to happen in land 3, because ideally I would like to have put it used Mantle of Dread here, but I can only put down one presence, so it's either in land 7 or land 3. But we're gonna pick a card. Let's see maybe how this goes. No, ideally I would have liked something with moon and or fire. I don't have there's no Dahan here, so I cannot use elusive ambushes. This is I'm gonna use this for the, maybe I'll pick a major power next time, and I'm gonna put my presence down here. I'm gonna lose that presence, but that, or do I lose that presence or is it pushed? Yeah, it's actually pushed. The first time each action would destroy your presence, you may push one of those instead. Actually, I have a plan, maybe. I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, this is, I think I got a plan. So let's maybe, what should we do? Should I play, then maybe get something with fire? Let's see if target land is this, 1 fear. And 1 damage. Should I still pick the damage 5 or... Okay, I'll just take that. I don't like it. It doesn't have any of his element. Okay, let's maybe... Okay. I'm gonna go for this. Okay, so this is my awesome plan. I'm gonna put my presence here, but I'm gonna take Mantle of Dread, where you're gonna push an explorer and a town from one of their lands, and I can play Concealing Shadows. Now, why would I take this when technically I don't have my presence anywhere where I can push a town? Well, I could do it in land 2, but since when they ravage, it's gonna blight. So I hope this all works out. Because it's all dependent on the fact that they will blight my land, and then they will destroy my presence. But because they can't destroy it, they push it. I plan to push my presence in land 1, and then in land 1 here they'll build an explorer and a town, and then I can push it with Mantle of Dread. So that's my plan. And then here, this one I'm just gonna gather away. So will it work? We shall find out. In each land with at least 2, push 1 to an adjacent. No, we don't have that. On each board, push a beast to an adjacent land and deals 1 damage. Okay, I'm not gonna complain. Oh, so now my plan is a little bit ruined. Oh, okay. Because okay, it's good and bad. So during ravage in every land, defend one per Dahan. So now this is going to be defended by 5, so I don't get a blight. My presence is not pushed into land 1. So what I wanted is not really working. But okay, I think it's the first time I'm disappointed that I'm not getting my land blighted. Okay, well, let's see. Gather up to 1. Oh, I can gather an explorer. Uh, but now then it will be blighted. But oh, yeah, no. Yeah, now this is a problem. I can prevent the build, but get a blight. I'm gonna prevent the build. Okay, I still won't have anything to build there, but okay, let's see how it goes. So I get what I want. Let's push that, or should we push it now? Now that wetlands are not building, I can push it here. And then this clears everything. So beautiful. I only have now a town and an explorer. Nothing is being built. Mountains. So the good thing is they're only exploring in this land. Yeah. Oh, I can actually still use that here. And they don't build. So, how are we doing with the fear? We're actually quite nice. We only have in the jungle. What can we play? Can we play something here? I don't know how this works with the additional. If I have to yeah, let's play this. At least we can do some damage. How are we with the energy? Not so great. I'm gonna play this to do some damage. Should we? It's gonna be a very slow thing. Oh, I can still gather. I can gather, but on each board add a blight to a land. How much money do I need to? I can pay 1 energy to prevent that. In each land with disease, 1 damage to each invader, 1 damage to each Dahan. Remove 1 disease from each land where it destroys a town or city. Doesn't. Each spirit may add a Dahan into one of his lands with Dahan. We can add that here. How are we doing here? I think we're gonna finish soon. Each player may push 1 explorer into a land with... Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Water again. But I think we're gonna end this game, actually. Let's explore here. Let's explore here. And I think we won. Okay. Alright, so that was nice. But again, this is base level, so it's not too hard. I don't know how I would do with Habsburg Mining 6, but I guess one of these days I will find out. Oh, especially with shadows, I know how it goes. So I was playing Habsburg Mining 6 against Keeper. Again, the hostility, his aspect hostility, but it was not on a regular board, it was on thematic board, which made things much, much harder. So, but yeah, and you will see. So this was on turn 3. We get a score of 36. We only got 1 blight, and that was kind of, I was asking for the blight. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week for another random game. Bye bye.